Hi guys, it's Cindy with Patsy Crochet. Got my sidekick Noah here. She's going to be visiting with us for a while. I tried to get her to be friends with Fernando, but she don't like Fernando. See, she just bites his nose. She's so evil. So Fernando doesn't want to play with Noah. Okay. And listen to what I'm saying. Since Allison Russell is the queen of the baby blankets, I am going to be princess of the pups. Yes, that is my decision today. But, okay, had to come on and make this because I had to show you something. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, I haven't tied the ends in yet, but I wanted to show you. Look at my first granny square. Beautiful. Can you see it? Ain't it pretty? And then I made a second one. And the colorways are the same, but they all come out in different designs. And I'm on my third one. And I'm making these out of this ice yarns. This is the, what is this? Picasso. So, for this one ball, I can get 3 granny squares this size. I just wanted to show I could do it, because I never made one, so I'm so excited. Noah doesn't like this yarn because it's fuzzy. It's got that fuzz. She doesn't like it. But I also wanted to tell you a couple of things. Oh, shoot. I forgot my book. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Because my brain has gone crazy. Okay, now, I had to show you that because I was so excited that I did that. It was my first granny square. Don't know what I'm going to make out of it yet, but since I got that pack of Picassos from a sister, I'm going to see how many I can get done with that package. Okay, now, I do want to do some shout outs for some of the crochet friends I've made that need some shout outs for their channel. So if you are a creator and you want to do some shout outs for them too, that would be awesome. Okay, first we got melodycozycrochet. And these guys are all awesome. They all do something different. I think you'll really like them. And then we got Patsy Crochet. I was on late night with her, I wasn't on her live, but I was talking to her on the live. She was trying to get me to come on, but I was like so sweaty, and I'm like, I am not doing it. Like right now, me and Noah just got out of an ice shower, right? Yeah? We just got out of an ice shower because it's just too freaking hot here in Illinois. Okay, and then my third one is Jayda, is Jayda in stitches. Knits, Knots, Crochet. And Vina, V-I-M-A-S, Crochet. And K Crochet Art. So I would like you to check those out if you can. I will put the names in. I'm trying to learn how to hook the links to them, but if not, you know, you could just look up the names. But those are a few that I have become friends with that are like me in the beginning. They need some help and some shout outs to get people going to see them. So if you guys could shout them out too, or go visit them, it would be awesome. It's not I have to, I'm just, you know, saying it. You know, I had a lot of people that helped me in the beginning, and I'd like to give something back, you know. So, but my other thing is I wanted to just talk for a few minutes and say what's going on. We're getting today, my little Callahan is 3 months old already. Happy birthday, 3 months, my little Callahan. Grandma loves you. Yes, I love you so much. Oh my God, he's gonna come here in December, so that he's here for Olivia when Kristen has our Olivia. Her name's gonna be Olivia Ann. Ann is our family name that my mom had and my sister had. So when I had Sadie, I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings, so I named her Sadie Ann, which covered both of them, so then I was fine. And so Kristen is carrying it on the family name of that. And then if Sadie has a girl, she's going to have the middle name Nicole like Kristen and carry that name on, which would be awesome. But we have got so many, what are you doing? We have got so many babies. So many. Oh my goodness. I mean, we had Callahan, my first grandbaby ever. Boy. Now my Kristen's having a girl. Little Cindy, my adopted niece, is having a girl. My Todd, he's having a girl. Then on Robert's side, his nephew just had a little boy named Kane. Then his other youngest nephew just had a girl named Rose. And there's another one coming. Just so you know. Don't know what it is yet, but we're having like girl fever, so. And then my cousin just had her next grandbaby, which was a boy. And I think that covers everybody so far, I think. But they're just coming out from everywhere. But, yeah, so I wanted to tell you about that, and that we're having baby fever. And I had got Sadie a shirt that said, for the baby, it's a onesie, that said my parents didn't separate for COVID. It didn't. My parents didn't social distance for COVID. Which I thought was super funny. So every morning she sends me a picture of my Callahan. And if she forgets, I always text her, "Where's my morning picture?" I have to wake up to see that picture. It makes me happy every day. I have to have the picture. Oh my goodness. Well, Robert is busy getting his giveaway together for our 400, and we're super, super close, so we're almost there. So he's a busy little bee getting his stuff together, so I can't wait to see what he's going to pick out. But he did go into a couple stores yesterday. He was off, so we had our date night. We now had fajitas, and then we stopped at a couple stores. Well, he went into the dollar store and didn't want me to come in, so he found these at the dollar store. Cornflower blue. Oh no, I'm sorry. It looks like cornflower blue, but this one's called periwinkle. I don't have this for my collection, and I still can't find any more peach. So I'm looking for the peach, but I can't order it online. Excuse me. Okay, and then he went into Walmart and he came out, made me close my eyes when we got home, and he got me this Red Heart Super Saver Metallic. Look at that. Can you see the glistening? Isn't it pretty? So he got me 2 of these. And there's 255 yards in each one. And it is, for a metallic, it's soft. I have to give it about 7.5 on the squish factor. It's a 7.5. But it's not itchy. It's not scratchy. You know, it's beautiful. Then he got me 2 of these. Now this is the Red Heart Super Saver. Now this is called Saffron. Let's see. Saffron. And they're pretty. And this one has 364 yards in each one. And then there's little patterns inside of these packages. So you can make this scarf. It gives you the pattern for that. And then the red ones. Ooh, I didn't see that one. Look at that pattern. Ooh, might have to make that. That looks like a candy cane. Doesn't that look like a candy cane? Candy cane, 'cause it's almost Christmas. I can't wait, I'm waiting for the snow. 'Cause I hate summer, I want snow. Yes, snow. I don't want to fall in the snow. I want to jump in the snow. I want to bury my head. I want to stay there until Robert has to come and get me. Because summer sucks. It is just too hot. And you know, then when I'm not hot, then all of a sudden, boom, hot flash. Out of nowhere. When's it ever going to end? Started at 37. I'm 51 now, and it's still there. I don't know. That's why I told Robert, when I die, cremate me. Don't put me in the ground. Cremate me. Because I'm already living in hell. Burn me up. No. Don't change it now. The only thing is, I want to go with my pillow. Her name is Sally. I've had my pillow since I was 2. Okay. So there's really not much left to her. But I used to bleed really bad. So I couldn't have a bedroom. I had to sleep on a couch bed with my sister. So if I started bleeding, I could just bam, bam, bam on the bed and wake her up, and she would jump over and go get Mom. So, I mean, this went on for years. 3 months in Loyola, a month out. I'd bump my head, start bleeding, out, back in Loyola. But they always kept me in the same room, okay, which was right next to the nurse's station. And I had a little girl that was across the hall, and she was real sick too, and she always seemed to be there when I was there. So right next to her room, we would go into a little playroom, and I still remember this, you know. I still remember it to this day. And my last one was really bad. And I'm bamming on the bed. I got Vicky up. She jumped over. She ran and got my mom. My mom called 911. They rushed me over to Loyola. And, you know, then they didn't, you know, give you shots of medicine or anything. You know, I had to sleep in my clothes for if it ever happened. So I had jeans and a t-shirt on, and they rush you in and they drop you into this big tank, this big steel tub, like this big, I mean huge. And they just drop you in it full of ice to get your fever go down, because by the time they get me there, I'm like 103 going into 104. So they finally decided we're going to try to figure out, because it was always so much, you know, blood and everything, they couldn't tell where it was coming from. And then by the time they could, everything was gone, so they didn't know where it was coming from. Well, it was my tonsils. Right? Yeah. So they took my tonsils out, and they sent me home 2 days later. And when I was at home, the stitches burst. That was really bad. So my Papa John drove me in the car. He just dropped me in there. And him and Mom drove me to the hospital instead of waiting for an ambulance. They just took off. He's running with me, and I'm just covering everything. And they dropped me in the bucket of ice again. And then the doctor that tied the stitches didn't tie them right because, you know, the first type of dissolvable ones you had to tie and then they would dissolve, but it took longer than the ones they do now. And so he came in there, oh my goodness, I thought my mom was gonna go nuts because he didn't tie him the right way. But, you know, whatever. I'm better now. You live, you learn. Gotta learn something new every day. But I still remember just going through those 2 steel doors, swinging open, getting dropped in that tub of ice until my lips were purple. They were like this color by the time they took me out. And it was really nice. I wish I had a tub of ice right now. It would be awesome. And I'm chugging down so much. I can't drink bottled water if it's not frozen. So I freeze mine till they're nice and mushy. And then when you take them with you, as they slowly thaw, they're still ice cold. Because I don't drink anything hot. I drink coffee. Once in a while in winter, I'll have maybe a cup of hot chocolate one time. Don't drink anything hot. Can't stand coffee. Ugh. I love coffee ice cream, coffee candy. I just can't drink it. I don't like it. Oh, I had something else he surprised me with. The Conjuring Part 3. The devil made me do it. Oh my goodness. I love these two together. The two main characters. The Conjuring 2. Now this is The Conjuring 3. Then they have Annabelle. Then they have The Nun. That one, The Nun, scares me to death. Okay? She is so spooky. And ugh, oh my God, she's spooky. Out of all the characters, I think, not even the stick man or anything, but that nun, she gets me every time. And we were watching, what were we watching last night? I can't remember what it was. Darn. Dang it. That's what I get from my memory. Okay, I can't remember. Oh, horror stories. The new one's out. Now, the last one they did was 1984, which I loved because they did bring back a lot of 84 clothes, and they brought back 80s shoes and hairstyles. But I just thought they could do so much more with it than they did. But I would love to see them do another 80s one. But they really need somebody from the 80s to tell them what they need. Because they're trying to go through pictures, I guess, and books and stuff. They need people that's been through it and lived through it so they know. You know, because they didn't get it right. I loved it, you know. I mean, it was cool to see all the stuff but everything, but they could have done so much more with it. But, so, we're going to watch this tomorrow because it got too late today and he was tired and beat from the heat, and I don't blame him. So we didn't get to watch it today, and we were supposed to. But we're going to watch it tomorrow because yesterday we had a storm, like a flash storm. It just came from out of nowhere, and it blew out his whole power, so he's at work in the dark. I told him to lock the doors. He said, I already did. I said, don't let nobody in because, you know, they're strangers. Don't let them in. And so, you know, so he calls me like, I think like 5 hours later, they got their power back on, and he, you know, so they're still trying to get all the systems up, and nothing was working right, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I would have just closed the store down for the night I mean, why sit there and waste all that when they can't do anything anyway? But, so then, they have this thing going on over here, and it's called the, this farmer's thing, and we were gonna go yesterday, and then the storm came. Then we were gonna go today, and then it went from being really beautiful and breezy this morning when I picked him up to like a 90 something that feels like 100 and something, and our humidity is like off the chart, you know, and it's just not good. But yeah, so we're gonna be watching that tomorrow when he has off, and then I'm gonna do my next set of granny squares out of this one, but it doesn't have a color thing, it just says Picasso. But I mean, it is super squishy, and these are so soft, right? You like them? You like them? Yeah? You like them? Yeah? You like them? You want your cozy out of there? Noah agrees. She likes them. It's got to be Noah approved when it's yarn. But she likes her. Yeah. Give me kisses. You give me kisses? Where you going? Anyway, so, I just wanted to pop on, tell you that. And that I'm the princess. And then he got me my magic wand. So think about it. It's like going back to the Wizard of Oz. Click your heels. Okay. Well, guys, I just want to thank you all for everybody that's joined our family, for all the ones that have been with our family from the beginning. I can't thank you enough. I send you all my hugs and puppy kisses. And remember, adopt, don't shop, because there's so many waiting for homes. And I love seeing stories that when everybody's, that they write me and tell me, mine are rescues, mine are rescues. And I'm like, I'm so proud of you. And I really am. Oh my God. I gotta tell you, I think Connie sent me from Louisiana some mojo, some bad mojo, crazy mojo. We'll say crazy mojo, because I am a dog person. I would never hurt an animal, but cats just never were really my thing. I like dogs and birds. And Peanut doesn't like anybody, and I don't want anybody hurting Noah. And the cat would go right for her, so don't want to do that. But I have this little black cat. He's a little black cat with these greenish yellow eyes. He is gorgeous. And Robert kept saying I was crazy that I'm seeing this cat. And I said, I'm not crazy. I'm telling you, it's a little black cat, and he's following me around. He's like, you're crazy. Well, yesterday we get out of the car, and we're walking, and he's sitting in the grass, and then he climbs behind the bushes and goes bushes, 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 all through the bushes. So we're getting our stuff ready and get up to our door, and he's just laying by my front door. And I said, what's the matter, baby? You hungry? You want me to get you some food? I get you some chicken or something? And then he saw Robert and he ran away, because he just has this thing. And then he'll follow me out when I have the dogs, but he'll stay just far enough where Peanut can't get near him. And when I'm standing out in the back or whatever, he just comes past, and I said, what you doing? And each time he's getting a little closer and a little closer and a little closer, and he's so beautiful. He is completely solid black with these yellow green eyes that are just gorgeous. But I could not bring them in to hurt Noah. You know, I could not bring them in to fight with Peanut and Munchkin, because they do have nails, and you know, he's very well cared for. So I don't know if he has a home or what, but I did have one other one last summer that kept getting closer. It was a little gray one with green eyes, and she kept getting closer and closer. And then one day I was outside and I felt something around my ankles, and I jumped, and it was her. Around my legs. I'm like, oh my God. And then on the third, I brought her out some chicken, because I boiled chicken for the puppies all the time. So I brought her out some chicken, and she was chowing. So I went to the store. I got cat bowls. I got cat food. I got cans of cat food, dry cat food. I got everything that you would need for a cat. Okay, but I couldn't bring her in, and I felt so bad. So somebody had told me put a box out there. I put a box out there so she'd sit in the shade of the box. And then she would eat, and when I would come out, she would run that up. Well, on the third day, she was trying to get into the house, and I knew something was up. So I called the village, and I said, I have this little cat, and I could tell she's sick. She's got ticks. She's got fleas. She has worms. I said she was not taken care of, and she is very needy and needs some help. So the guy comes over, and he brings a little cat carrier, and she walks up, and she's sitting with me. Well, when she saw Robert and this guy, they took off. She took off. But she's standing on the corner, and she's looking at me around the building. And I named her Binks. So I go, Binks, I'm out. And here she comes running, you know. Well, then she ran away because she saw them, and she didn't like guys. So obviously somebody had hurt her. She didn't like the men at all. So I told the guy, I said, put the carrier down, back away, Robert, go back in the house for 2 minutes, and I'll get her. So he said, I don't think you're going to be able to do it, but all right, we'll give it a try, other than leaving it here all night. I said, no, I don't want to catch her in the middle of the night and leave her out there all night. I said, don't worry, just go over there. So they go, he goes in the house, the guy goes over there, they're both watching. I said, Binks, and she came back, and I put the chicken in the little cage, and she walked inside, and I closed the door, and the guy comes over, and he said, I have never seen nothing like that. I have never, ever seen anything like that. You sure that's not your cat? I said, no. She's just been coming here for 3 days. So I packed up her bowls and everything, and I told him, I said, take these with. Her name is Binks. So when you check her in, and I made sure that it was no kill shelter and blah, blah, blah. And I called every day to check on her. Well, on the second day, they called to tell me she had 2 kittens. So she was in labor, wanted a mommy, found me. I got her in for the help, and she did have worms. She had ticks and fleas. So they gave her all her medicines. They fixed everything so that the babies didn't, they checked out the babies. She had 2 little babies. And they both went to a rescue home that decided to keep them. So they all 3 have a home, and they're very happy. So Connie is sending me these mojos for cats. Connie, come on, man. I don't have anywhere to put a cat. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you that. But I'm sending you my prayers for anyone that needs them, my hugs, my puppy kisses. Adopt, don't shop. I love you all, and until next time, hopefully next time, we'll be doing our 400 giveaway. Oh, and Colleen, who won when I was on Connie's release pattern for her, just another stitch for her alien beanie. It's knitted pattern. So if you like aliens and stuff, check that out. It's in her Ravelry store. You can buy the pattern and knit it. And so Colleen had won. I had donated a prize. Colleen had won. So if Colleen, you're watching this, it's been in the mail, so you should be getting it in a couple days. Okay? I made you a pretty cool little mystery box. Alright? Alright, I love you guys. Till next time. Bye.